Hey there and welcome. My name's Diella and I am so excited. I am getting ready to teach my very first in-person watercolor class at the Cumming Arts Center here in beautiful Cumming, Georgia. We're nestled right kind of in the northern area of Georgia. We're about 45 minutes from Atlanta and we have beautiful nature, hiking trails, Lake Lanier right in our backyard. So it's a great place to live and to paint, and I'm excited to share that with some local people. Um, but I really wanted to make this YouTube series on the process of the class as well as the exercises that we will be doing in class, the lessons. We're going to break it down a little bit farther than the 6 weeks that I will be teaching. So there will be more bite-sized chunks of information so that you can kind of do them on your own schedule. It's a fantastic resource for someone who's taking the class because then you can go back and do the exercises at home if you want to, or if you miss something, you'll have the resources at hand. Um, Now, this class is for absolute beginners. This is for someone who maybe has always wanted to try watercolors but have been kind of intimidated by them. Everyone tells people, the grand we, they tell you that watercolors is the hardest medium and that you have to be really good to do it, or that it's not forgiving, or that it's just hard. Well, that's all nonsense. Everything is hard until you get the hang of it, but nothing is too hard to conquer. And what I love about watercolors so much is their spontaneity and the different uses that you can have for the medium. So I started painting in watercolors avidly maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I was an acrylic painter before that. I had a creative business when I wasn't working in restaurants or in real estate. I had a creative business where I made signs and small wooden things for your house, like boxes and painted welcome signs and tables and things like that. Well, after I blew out my shoulder and had to have surgery, my husband sweetly suggested that I try something lighter, literally lighter. So I came to watercolors. I took a class or two, and I decided that I love the medium. And there are some reasons for that, and mostly it's about my lifestyle. I like to travel, and I'm always on the go. And I don't, while I love my studio, and a lot of the things that you're going to see are me in my studio, I do other creative things besides watercolor. I still acrylic paint, I oil paint, I do a lot of DIYs and crafts and things like that. So, and I sew. So my studio is dedicated to all of my hobbies and passions, not just watercolor. But I feel like watercolor is kind of my calling. It's my favorite medium, and so that's what I want to speak on most. Um, so one of the things when I start talking to potential students or other artists that are maybe in a different point in their journey, um, they'll often say, "Well, I'm not an artist." And I gotta tell you, that is the one statement that can get me on my soapbox faster than anything else, because I have to just call bullshit on people that say that they're not an artist. I think there's an artist in every one of us. And my definition of being an artist is maybe a little bit simplistic, but an artist is someone who creates art. And so, what is art? Art is something made by a human that makes another human feel something. That's it. It can be a bad feel, it can be a good feel. It doesn't really matter. Everyone can be an artist, and letting yourself become one is a lot of what we're going to talk about in this class. Um, so I did not come to art through art school. I've always been creative. I loved to draw and paint and color when I was a kid. But honestly, I was raised in a very kind of practical home, and artists don't make money, right? So you can't do that for a living. That's impossible. That's crazy. Well, the older I've gotten, the more crazy I've become, because I just feel so called to do it. So now I'm a full time artist. I teach, I do art shows. So that's kind of been my journey. Um, just to let you know a little bit more about me too, like I said, I like to travel a lot. I'm married with two amazing adult children, and I have two dogs at home, and they keep me busy and keep me a lot of company. So, this class is for you if you're the absolute beginner, and this class is definitely for you if you struggle with letting yourself experiment, play, try something new. If you have been feeling stuck in the medium that you're in, maybe you want to give something new a try. This is a good place to start. Um, Now, I will not say that you're going to be an expert watercolor painter at the end of this, but you will have the tools and techniques to get you thinking, to get you started, and to get you comfortable with the medium, so that then you can build on those bottom line skills. Um, so there's really not even talent required here. It's just the willingness to learn and to grow and to let yourself do it. Um, so that's it for this introduction, and I'm so excited that you're here. And upcoming in the next video, we are going to get out our new paints. If you want to see a link to the paints that we're going to be using, you can go ahead and click on the description, and then we will unwrap them. We will get our palette set up. We're going to explore some color wheels and some color theory. It's going to be really, really important to making great washes and colors shine in your work. All right, I'll see you on the next